tuck,
Wild.
keeps it, you know, fresh, crisp, and looks well ironed.
Yeah. I mean, I've had this on.
All day.
These pants, I got in today at 9 a.m.
And they
What
still
time is it?
look
6:30
great.
on the East Coast, and they
Yes.
still look fantastic.
Yeah.
They haven't stretched out. They're not wrinkled. So good job on that. That's a good
Yeah.
pant. Let's talk about the top that we're
Okay.
both wearing too, because it is so beautiful and comfortable. It's unique. I love the jacquard on
Listen,
this.
this,
Such a
yes,
soft
this is
knit.
a bird's eye jacquard, which means
Oh my
the
goodness.
print, it's an all over print on the inside. It feels the same on the outside
Look
as
at
the
this.
inside, and the print is a knit inside, but this is a very expensive process, so it just makes the garment better, and truly is a great value.
I mean, it's beautiful.
And I will say on this particular print, we added a third color. On the Black Beauty, we added the blue. On the M4, we added the cream.
Okay.
And that machine that does the jacquard it used to be 2 colors. So now in the 19th century, they have this machine that you can put in multiple colors.
Oh, goodness.
And that's what we did. So
I imagine that's more work, more time.
and more,
which is more
more
cost.
value to
Yes.
it. But that machine now can do multi-colors in jacquard. The buttons, we looked at so many, and we finally decided on the faux rimmed horn button, and we wanted it to coordinate with the colors of the tiger.
You know what I love? You looked at a million different buttons. I love that you are so ingrained in the process from start to finish with your designs. This is not something where you just show up and it has your name on it and you have no idea what the pieces are.
No,
you have
no.
so many details about every one of these garments, and I really love and appreciate that. I think our customer does as well. And just the process from picking the buttons to fitting on the models.
And I have a great team, and we're really compatible, and we work together, and it's fun. It's not work. When you're doing creative things, it's really, really nice.
I'm sure you've worn some incredible and not so incredible clothes in the span of your career, and you learn a lot about what you like and don't.
Yeah, you do. You learn from designers and how it looks on film. You know, playing Jaclyn Bouvier Kennedy, I had 70 changes in that movie. Many were vintage. You know, so I said earlier, even playing Florence Nightingale, which was surprising. A Texas girl played Florence Nightingale, but I did, and I had a dialect
true
coach.
professional.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. When I see Debbie, we'll say, "Hi, y'all."
Hi,
that is something Florence did not say.
Yeah.
But you know, you learn about the undergarments and how, you know, fashion has changed. Like this white, like who made this popular? Katharine Hepburn.
Yes.
She brought in power dressing for women, relaxed, the man's trouser.
And then you modernize it a bit. Like I highly doubt she had stretchy elastic hidden in her waistband.
She didn't.
Right?
This is, you know,
That's
as
a
mechanical
non-negotiable
stretch.
now.
No, she did not.
Right. So, but I love
she
that.
made it work, and she feminized it with a beautiful blouse, silk, or a turtleneck. And
it's this whole idea of effortless elegance,
Yes.
not feeling like we have to try so hard or look like we tried too hard.
Or be tortured by it.
And yes, and
It
all
has
day
to
long,
be-
just wait for the moment you can take it off and like counting down.
That's
you know?
right. This is soft and cozy.
This is-
and I must
it's almost
say, this
silky feeling.
collection in particular is so, the fabrics are all, they feel good on the
They're
body.
very luxurious. This is
Yeah.
a very
And they don't-
luxury look
they
and
just-
feel.
They're cozy
Yeah,
and they're soft.
So this one with the two different options that you brought to us, I mean, if you love the blues, like I really think it's beautiful how you gave us different shades of blue. This is a true white. This one is called Black Beauty, but it's got a lot of the blues mixed in. And then the neutral tone that we're wearing, this is more of a cream versus a white. It's
the neutrals.
a beautiful, we're calling it amphora.
Yes.
Amphora combo.
And so we added the cream. So think how this looks with the pearl leather swing, and that looks with the blue.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it's fun to
It does all
sort of put
coordinate.
an outfit together that you really didn't plan. It all complements
And I see, you know, all of us are wearing it as a shirt. You could
Yes,
definitely unbutton this and wear it like a cardigan, right?
Yeah, a cardigan. You can layer a coat over it. You can wear a white shirt on. I mean, any kind of shirt, silk
Even
shirt.
a collared,
You
like
can
a
wear
poplin underneath?
Yeah,
That would be
I think
cute.
so. Yeah, collared is fine.
Oh, here we go. Look at Rosie's showing us exactly what we were just talking about.
That's right.
The
Which
styling
has a
options.
nice tank.
And the shoulder on this is really fun.
Yes.
What a nice detail.
So again, it's that extended shoulder which sort of slenderizes the silhouette of the waist.
It's like the modern day trick from shoulder pads, you know?
Absolutely.
I love a
which
good
were
shoulder
really
pad. I'm not
big.
gonna lie.
I do too.
I do.
I do too.
Yeah.
They were very big in the 80s,
Yes.
which is a decade I happen to love.
Uh-huh.
My
As
kids
many
were
of
born
us
in
do.
the 80s.
This is such a beautiful look. I think this is something you're going to get many different uses out of over many different seasons as well. And it really does have almost a silky hand feel to it. The knit is that high-end and luxurious feeling. The viscose, I think, is what really helps with that for sure in the blend.
It's more compact. It won't snag or stretch out.
That's a good point.
Because the bird's eye jacquard, it is a stronger knit. Knit on both sides, double knit.
The process of putting these pieces together, the construction, definitely very, very elevated and high end. But then I look at this and I see a price point of $44, and it makes me so happy that we're able to do that. This is the power of HSN, though. Like, we're able to work directly with you. We don't have to go through this process of, you know, crazy markups and expensive marketing,
it's so crazy
and, you know,
out there,
passing
and
that
it's
down to everyone.
And the return policy here is amazing.
It's really great.
Because if you're in a department store, you have a certain amount of time to get an outfit back. And sometimes if you're a day past, that's it. You can't,
you know,
so
something that
this
we do
spoils
different
people.
too. Yeah, and the
once you're
exchanges that you can do.
This way of shopping.
I know. And you get to sit back on your couch and relax, see the beautiful, iconic Jaclyn Smith. I love the storytelling aspect of this job. That's my favorite part of home shopping, is you're not just walking through a department store. You see it, you don't know anything about it.
Right.
You don't get any inspiration from it or ideas. And we get to sit here together and share that inspiration with
I
people.
love history to clothes. Now, you know, in this tiger print, you know that if you shaved all the fur off the tiger, the imprint would still be on his skin.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard that.
And I, you know, when I'm designing and we're talking with my team, we come up with a lot of things. Also, it symbolizes courage, power, and strength. And I have to say, being from Los Angeles, I've seen those qualities displayed after the fires.
I'm sure.
The firemen, what they did, how they risked their lives, and the resilience of the human spirit, people gathering together.
It's amazing how things like that can draw people closer together.
It really does. You really feel a part of something.
Right.
As tragic and devastating as that has been, you see that people are really there for you.
Yeah.
And for the animals,
Yeah.
because you don't think about some of the animals that were at home when their owners weren't there.
Sure.
Some get out, some, you know, it's been, my daughter's home was in, she had to evacuate. She's not back in because just the air, the scent. Sorry, guys. I know.
No, but this is
Tiger,
real life.
well, let's
This is
start
real
the
life.
new year
Yeah.
with these adjectives that
the strength
represent
and the
that.
resilience
and the
and
courage.
courage. I love that.
It's so important.
Yeah,
It's so
absolutely.
Start the new year
Thanks for sharing that, though. Really. I mean, this is, you know, again, this is why I love the platform that we have, because we can sit down and we can talk.
And we don't have to always talk about the buttons.
It's true.
The story behind the buttons.
Story behind the buttons may be even more interesting than the buttons themselves.
And I've got a team that really searches the best.
Yeah, I love it. And I think a lot of people, myself included before I came here, you don't realize just how much work and love and inspiration and time goes into these pieces. So it is a treat for us to bring them. And yes, we will spend 10 minutes talking about a sweater because there's a lot to say about it. And that can translate into how you feel when you wear it. I mean, it's your hard-earned money. It's your time. It's your closet that you're coordinating these pieces with. How do you want to feel? What do you want your clothes to say about you?
Right. And as a designer, you want people to feel amazing.
Yeah.
You want it to step up their game.
Yeah, and I love that in the reviews we can see how it affects people too.
It's nice, you know. being on some of the shows I've been on, people will come up and say, "Oh, I saw that. I love that movie." But when they come up and say, "Hey, I love your sweater. I love your pants," that's a different feeling in a way, you know, because I'm a celebrity who became. I mean, I've been in it over 35, 36, 37 years.
Yeah.
So I do feel like a true brand, but that built-in recognizability came from television.
And you know, with your clothes too, it's a true piece of you. It's not a character that you transformed into. So I do imagine that probably hits a little closer to home when someone loves something you created, even though all of your films and your appearances, those are all creations, that's an expression, but this is coming from you, your personal likes, what you would wear, why you love tigers.
It's like sharing my closet. Yeah.
I love that. And I think this is such a beautiful sweater. I think you guys will really enjoy it as well. 2 different color options for you. Whichever one you go with, you can't go wrong.
No,
they're going to
you
go
really
back to
can't.
so many different
goes
things.
With all the neutrals in your closet.
And if you had the chance to pick up the wide leg trouser that we've been talking about, every single one of those would go back beautifully with these as well. So that's what we mean when everything coordinates.
Everything
it makes it so easy.
You know, complements.
Yeah.
Even, you know, like when we were talking about the roll sleeve shirt, I did that in my first collection, but in solids.
Okay.
You know, like
So
red, black, and then now we have all those beautiful, bold colors that I brought in for spring, which I think is perfect for spring.
So I hope you all are enjoying these pieces.